Hello, good day. Welcome to the third topic in our fourth quarter. So we are now going to have triangle inequality theorem 3. Okay? So since it is our third day in the fourth quarter. So for our objectives, we have determine if the given measurements can form a triangle and find the range of the possible lengths of the sides of a triangle. To proceed, let us determine whether it is possible to draw a triangle given the length of its sides. So we have here the sides, and then we have here the second one, and then the third one. Okay? So in these three given figures, so note that there is only one situation that you can have a triangle. When the sum of two sides of the triangle are greater than the third, wherein that is with this figure. Okay, so with this figure, so you can form a triangle. Again, when the sum of two sides of the triangle are greater than the third. Okay, so how to determine whether it is possible to draw a triangle given the length of its side? So what pattern did you observe when you compare the sum of the lengths of two shorter straws with the length of the longest straw? If you are going to recall the previous slide, so how are you going to compare? Okay? How are you going to determine if you can make a triangle? Okay? So if the sum of the lengths of the two shorter straws is less than the length of the longest straw, what will happen? That's correct. It is not possible to draw a triangle. Okay? For example, we have here the measure of this triangle or this side. So we have 15 plus 5 is greater than 8 because it is 20 is greater than 8. Another one, if we have the condition 8 plus 15, so that is 23 is greater than 5. And then the last is 8 plus 5 is 13. And it is not greater than 15. So again, if the sum of the lengths of the two shorter straws is less than the length of the longest straw, it is not possible to draw a triangle. Next, if the sum of the lengths of the two shorter straws is greater than the length of the longest straw, so we have here the two shorter straws are 10 and 12. Okay? So, what will happen? That's correct. So, it is possible to draw a triangle. Okay? So, any question? Okay, so to prove, we have here 10 plus 15 is 35, which is greater than 12. Another one is 12 plus 15 is greater than 10 because it is 27. And the last is 10 plus 12 is greater than 15 because it is 22. So, 22 is greater than 15. Again, if that is the case, so it is possible to draw a triangle. Okay? So, what pattern did you observe with the sets of straws that form and do not form a triangle? Can you recall? Okay. So, when the straws form a triangle, the sum of the lengths of any two straws is what? Okay, is greater than the third side. While, or for the other statement, we have, when the straws do not form a triangle, the sum of the lengths of any two straws is less than the third side. Okay? So, we have to take note the triangle inequality theorem 3, wherein it says that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. Okay? So, in this figure, we have here triangle ABC. We may say that segment AB and plus the measure of AC is greater than BC. Then, we may also have that the measure of AB plus the measure of BC is greater than AC. And the measure of AC plus the measure of BC is greater than AB. Okay? So, that's all about the triangle inequality theorem 3. Okay? Again, the sum of the two sides is always greater than the third side. Okay? So, I have here example 1. So, is it possible to draw a triangle with sides 9 centimeters, 12 centimeters, and 15 centimeters? What do you think? Okay, so let's have the solution. So is 9 plus 12 greater than 18? Yes, because it is 21. Is 12 plus 15 greater than 9? Yes, because it is 27. Is 9 plus 15 greater than 12? Yes, because it is 24. Therefore, if that's the case, it is possible to have a triangle of side lengths of 9 centimeters, 12 centimeters, and 15 centimeters. For example 2, so is it possible to draw a triangle with sides of 14 centimeters, 25 centimeters, and 39 centimeters? So let's answer the following questions. Let us check. Is 25 plus 39 greater than 14? Correct. How about 39 plus 14 is greater than 25? Okay, yes, it is correct. How about 14 plus 25? Is it greater than 39? The answer is no. Okay, so since 1 is no, so therefore, it is not possible to have a triangle of side lengths 14 centimeters, 25 centimeters, and 39 centimeters. Okay, so I have here another example. We're going to determine if the following lengths are legs of triangle. So let's have first, of course, letter A. So we are given 4, 9, and 5. Again, you are going to check by choosing the smallest two of the three sides. So as you have seen, we have 4 and 5. And then, add them together. Then, comparing the sum to the third side. So for our solution, 4 plus 5. So you are going to add that on your mind. And then you are going to determine, okay, if it is greater than or less than. So obviously, 9 is not greater than 9 because they are equal. So, therefore, since the sum is not greater than the third side, so this is not a triangle. Okay? For letter B, we have given 9, 5, 5. Okay? So, for us to check, again, you are going to choose the two smallest. Okay? Or the shortest. Okay? So, we have here 5 and 5. So, we have 5 plus 5 is greater than 9. Or because 10 is greater than 9. So, since the sum is greater than the third side, this is a triangle. Okay? So, any questions so far? Okay, so let's have the possible third side of a triangle for our next objective. Okay? For example, we are going to predict the length of the third side of a triangle with sides of length 12 feet and 16 feet. Yes, it's a very large triangle. Okay? So, what will be the third side? So, since our side 1 is 12 feet and our side 2 is 16 feet, how are we going to predict the length of the third side? Okay? So, the third side must be less than, okay? So, we have 12 plus 16 should be greater than the third side. So, therefore, 28 feet is greater than the third side. And then, the third side must be greater than what? Okay? So, we have 12 plus the third side is greater than 16. So, the third side is greater than 4. Okay? So, the third side must be greater than 4 but less than or and less than 28 feet. Okay? So, to simplify this, if we are going to write that as inequality, so x is greater than 4 but less than 28. Okay? For another example, I have here the triangle has side lengths of 6 and 12. What are the possible lengths of the third side? Okay? So, what should be the values or what are the values of x that you can substitute here? Okay? So, since we have 6 and 12 as the two side lengths of our triangle, okay? What are you going to do for you to find for the possible lengths of the third side? That's good. So, you are going to, okay, add the first, okay? So, you will have 12 plus 6 is 18. And then 12 minus 6 is 6. Wherein, you are going to express that in the form of range. And it should be written in the form x is greater than 6 but less than 18. Okay? Or, you may also subtract first the two given and then add. Okay? So that you can obtain from what number to what number. Okay? But again, your x should be greater than 6. So your number will start from 7. So your x will be from 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth until 17. Okay? Because your x should be less than 18 and the number that is less than 18 is 17. Okay? Question? So if you don't have, so let's now have again another example. A triangle has side lengths of 14 and 23. What are the possible lengths of the third side? Okay? So again, you're going to add 23 plus 14 is what? Okay, so we have here, okay, sorry for the animation. So 23 plus 14 is 37. And then 23 minus 14 is 9. So therefore, you can express your answer in the form of x is greater than 9 but less than 37. And if you are going to find for the values of x, your x will be from 10 because your x is greater than 9. So it will start at 10 as a whole number. 11 to 13, so on and so forth until 36 because your x should be less than 37. Okay, question? Okay, so let's now have another one. How about if you are given the side lengths 3 and 15? What are the possible lengths of the third side? Okay, so we have here 15 plus 3 is 18. And then 15 minus 3 is 12. And then you can express your answer in the form of range. So we have x is greater than 12 but less than 18. If you are going to give the exact values of x, you will have x will be 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, question? Okay, so if you don't have, so are you ready to test yourself? Okay, so let's try if you are really ready. Okay, for part 1, let us have determine if it is possible to form a triangle with a given side lengths. Write yes if possible and no if not. Okay, so on your notebook, let's try to answer this. 3 inches, 4 inches, and 8 inches. Can you draw a triangle with this given lengths? Your answer is no, that is correct. Next, number 2. 2 millimeters, 2 millimeters, 8 millimeters. Can you draw a triangle from this side lengths? The answer is no again. Okay? Yes, because 2 plus 2 is only 4 and 4 is less than 8. Again, the sum of the two shorter sides should be greater than. So, A plus B is greater than C. Okay? Or, side 1 plus side 2 is greater than side 3. Okay? Let's have number 3. 12 feet, 18 feet, and 16 feet. Can you draw a triangle out of these lengths? That's correct. We have a yes. Okay? Next, number 4. 7 yards, 8 yards, 9 yards. Can you draw a triangle here? That's correct. It is a yes. Okay? Number 5. 3 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 9 centimeters. Can you draw a triangle out of this? The answer is no. Okay? Because 3 plus 6 is 9, which is equal to the third side. Again, the sum of the two shorter legs should be greater than the third side. Okay? For the second part, let us have this question. The measures of two sides of a given triangle are given. Between what two values must the measure of the third side fall? Okay? So, for number 1, we are given 14 and 23. So, what should be the possible length of the third side? Okay, express your answer in the form of range. Okay, so we have your x is greater than 9 but less than 37. Again, you may also have 23 minus 14 is 9. And then 14 plus 23 is 37. Okay, next, number 2. We have 3 and 15. Okay, so we have 15 minus 3 is 12, okay, and 15 plus 3 is 18. So, x is greater than 12, but less than 18. Next, number 3, 25 and 16. We have, that's correct. X is greater than 9, but less than 41 is correct. Number 4, we have, okay, that's correct. X is greater than 15, but less than 75. Okay, and For the last question, we have 21 and 32. What should be the range of the third side? That's correct. We have x is greater than 11, but less than 53. Okay? So, is there any question so far? Okay, so I hope it is clear to you our topic for this day. Again, triangle inequality theorem 3, wherein the sum of the two sides or the two shorter sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. Okay, so that's all for this day. Goodbye. Thank you.